What an awesome day for the first day. Actually, it's sort of like the first to second day because yesterday we actually had a leadership for the Millionaire Roundtable set up yesterday for the Rank Makers Live launch on that. So we just got just so much. I've got notes on top of notes on top of notes, which is absolutely amazing. It just I don't even know where to start in terms of just how deep all of this goes for just the notes. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to share some notes and takeaways, and there's just so much stuff. I'm just going to go through this briefly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start from the back first and sort of work my way through to the front. Hey, Marilyn, just absolutely awesome Rank Makers Live event today. We had some speakers that were off the chain, some training on TikTok and Instagram, and they were just absolutely phenomenal. Just a lot of mindset stuff. Dr. Joe Dispenza came on and just dropped some bombs that were absolutely off of the chain. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. We had our awesome inner circle coaches on, dropping some fire nuggets in there today. So just a really cool. I get to actually speak on Sunday, which is going to be so much fun to just drop the value, and really neat there. So we've got a full day ramped up tomorrow as well. Absolutely love it. If you're a network marketer and you're not feeling, or you would like to, Nicole, yes, Nicole, the MC just dropped some serious nugget bombs here for sure. Just all over the place. Absolutely wonderful to see everybody in there, which was absolutely amazing bombs for everything. Nicole, you brought it. You emceed it to the. You did a really good job. So it was really cool to see that. It was very powerful. One of the things we just got out of the VIP, out of the super VIP and VIP dinner wrap up just like 5 minutes ago, and we went way over today. I think we were supposed to wrap up like 2 hours ago. So Ray and Jess just really going the extra miles to bring that in. Hey, Michelle, I feel like, am I broadcasting in the group? Of getting so many rank makers jumping in here. I feel like I'm broadcasting into the group or something. I hope not. Let's see. It looks like I've got YouTube, LinkedIn, a couple of my pages. So yeah, hopefully I'm not in the group, but hopefully it's just on my page. I would feel sort of, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to do a wrap up and we'll see what happens here, because I hate doing that. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I see me on there. So cool. Yeah. Appreciate everybody jumping in and sharing. So very neat. Excited. Anyway, so thanks, Nicole. Appreciate it. So one we talked about in the super VIP reception, and I just took just like one-liner notes here, and we just had some awesome stuff here, and I just took bullet point notes, and these are just questions that you can ask yourself. One is, what is my goal? And that came down to, what do I truly really want from my life? Where do I want to go? And what do I want next? What do I want to happen next? And Jess put a really good perspective in. Sometimes, and she really made a slight adjustment there to the way we think, because as a coach, it's very important to listen to the small little tweaks. And a lot of times people can't visualize something really big because they have absolutely no concept on even what that would feel like, right? What would it feel like? I posted a super yacht in our coaches chat. Man, it's stupid. I mean, I bet you the yacht cost $1 billion. I don't know how much it costs, but it's crazy, right? As a vision to see, yeah, I can see that, right? I can feel it, but there's some people that can't. So Jess tuned it back a little bit to say, what would it feel like? What if I could, right? What if I could get the $1 billion yacht, right? What if I could have an auditorium of 10,000 people, right? A lot of times we don't know what it would feel like because we haven't had an audience of 10 people to stand up and applaud for us. So we have no idea what it would feel like to have 10,000 people cheer for us, right? We've maybe even been sitting in the seats around 10,000 people cheering and haven't stood up and turned around and just imagined they were cheering or applauding for us. So it's how we think about stuff is very important. Sometimes it takes baby steps to get where we've got to go, which is very cool, right? What would it look like? How would we visualize our next move? And even if it's just, how would it feel, right? How would it feel if my spouse came in and gave me a big hug and congratulated me on my rank advancement? Especially if they're a non-supportive spouse right now, right? How would that feel, right? That's something to really embrace. Ooh, that just, man, whoo, that just gave me some, put some tears in my eyes. How would that feel, right? To have a non-supportive spouse congratulate you on a rank advancement when they've been non-supportive for such a long time. That would be next level, right? That's beyond the super yachts, beyond anything else. That would be super impactful, right? How can we think bigger outside of the circle that we're in, which is really cool. I mean, I'm going a little bit deeper in here. And I really like this. Ray had closed out with this, right? Is somebody had asked him a question why he stopped day trading. And he said that his heart wasn't in it, right? He says, is it serving your purpose, right? Does it bring you joy? How much more simple is it what we do when we put all this thinking into it, right? Some people are like, do I do TikTok or do I do Instagram or should I do this or should I day trade? Should I be on a train in the rain with a fox in a box? Should I have green eggs and ham over here, over there, right? If it's not serving your purpose and it's not bringing you joy, don't do it, right? Some stuff is so ridiculously simple. We overthink stuff. We go way above and beyond overthink. Does it serve our purpose? And does it bring us joy? If not, we probably don't want to do it, right? And if you're in here, if you're catching me live and you want to share what your takeaway is, go ahead and drop some bombs in there. You're not gonna step on my toes at all. Just share some nuggets because I know we all probably heard something different and took a little way. So going back a little bit. This is the TikTok training, and there's so many notes in there. I'm just gonna capitalize on them. But what I did get in the 10 steps that Kenya, I think I'm saying her name right, Kenya Kelly said about TikTok. She did 10 steps, and I'm not going to go through them, but I think most people missed the nugget of how she did like $300,000. She got like 400,000 followers, some type of stupid stuff. She's a really cool beast. She's a beast on TikTok. But what she said, right? This goes back to what I just said, right? This goes back to what I said. Is it serving your purpose and does it bring you joy? She said, I became obsessed. Too simple, right? I became obsessed. So there's 10 steps, blah, 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 blah. But to go through those 10 steps requires an obsession, right? It requires being obsessed. Just like Ray said, he became obsessed with getting 20 no's a day, blew up his business. So are we obsessed with the direction that we're going, or are we just sort of randomly, just sort of all over the place, right? Dr. Jose Dispenza, this is absolutely awesome. I didn't take a lot of notes from him because I was just sort of like in a hypnotic state, excuse the pun. Self-regulate. We've got to learn how to self-regulate ourselves to change our state. And that was like, it goes deep. I don't even want to go into that stuff, but it was so cool. So are we obsessed? Are we doing something that brings us joy, right? Does it serve our purpose? Can we self-regulate our emotions? The impact panel, this was absolutely awesome. This was absolutely awesome on the impact panel. Our coaches gave some cool nuggets. Coach Aubrey talked about building a battle board, which is absolutely awesome. Coach Jennifer, commit first and the ideas will come. I love that one. Coach Ryan, deprogram your ego. Sometimes we got like this alter ego running around. That's like the little devil sitting on your shoulder saying, no, you can't do that. No, you need to do this. Or the alter ego's dragging the baggage along with us. I'm like, dude, set the baggage down and let it go. That was really cool. Mariella talked about choosing I call it choosing your social media platform of choice, like your drink of choice. Choose your social media platform of choice, just like Kenya said, and then become obsessed with it. Become so freaking good on that platform that nothing else is required, right? I really like that. Jenny said, take imperfect action, right? And she also said yesterday, I believe it was, she talked about attaching emotion to that action, which I really love. And Coach Kaylee has a 5-minute exercise that I'm actually implementing in the morning. That's going to be my first step that I'm starting tomorrow, which is absolutely cool. And then Coach Mack did a moment of inspiration, right? feeling worthy, right? And about walking through that path of feeling worthy and knowing that we're meant for more. And a lot of us have gone through some crazy, crazy past childhood stuff, right? And I'm going to get to Coach Stacy because he really made an impact with me because I remember. So, Coach Mac, truly appreciate you talking about, knowing that we're meant for more, even though we went through a bunch of crap. And she talked about how she overcame that, which was really neat. Coach Stacy, which is absolutely awesome. And I knew there was some reason I sort of had felt like a connection with her in the coaching team. Is she had shared in her childhood story that her mom and dad had got separated, and she would stand down in the apartment building and wait for him to come and show up to pick her up for his visitation time, and he wouldn't show up. And she talked about going over and calling up to the apartment. And again, he wouldn't show up. And it took me all the way back to when I was a kid. And I remember getting dressed on Sunday or Saturday morning and running down the stairs and standing at the bottom of the stairs and standing there looking through the screen door, waiting for my dad to come and pick me up. And I was standing there for hours waiting for him to show up. And just like I would look out, see if I see his car, and I'd be looking and waiting, and I'd be looking and waiting, and I'd be looking and waiting, and he wouldn't come. And then eventually he would call later in the day and something came up, right? He was most likely out, either had a hangover from drinking the night before or decided to go out to a bar instead of pick up his son. And he did that time after time and time again, and eventually came to a point in my life where my mom would say, "Hey, your dad's coming to get you." I'd be like, "No, he's not." And I stopped getting ready. I just was like, screw this, screw him, screw this. Don't want to have anything to do with him. And if he showed up, I would get ready, but I had stuff to do. So I would go do my stuff. And I just tell my mom and say, "Mom, just, send Jan, my sister Jan, to come and find me or something, because I'm going to go ride my bike. I'm going to go cut some grass. I'm going to go do something more productive." And that really made an impact. And what I found out during this weekend, and this is a social media summit, right, that a lot of us, and, moving forward in imperfect action, like Coach Jan said, taking 5 minutes to start our day. Does it serve our purpose? Does it bring us joy? Are we obsessed with where we're going, right? Do we have a vision board? Do we have a battle board? And I like the battle board idea versus a vision board. Is like, where are we going to go? What are 3 words that describe me? What are 3 words that describe me? If somebody looked at me, they would say Forrester, bam, 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 bam. What are those 3 words, right? Very, very cool day. Absolutely awesome. Excited tomorrow to get up. 8:45 a.m. Central. We've got a lifer meeting, and then we've got the awesome Shalene Johnson's going to come in and do some social media training with us, which is absolutely cool. I think you can still enroll for Rankmakers Live. If you go to rankmakerslive.com, you can enroll there, get in, because if you want to change your life, if you're tired of struggling, you hear a lot of what I just shared with you. Some of it was some social media strategies. Some of it was 6 inches of gray matter strategy, right? And I think it's a combination of both, because business is personal. So I love you. I appreciate you for hanging out. Tomorrow, I don't know what kind of notes I'm going to bring, because it's going to be a long, fun day filled up, but I'll definitely bring you some notes. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be an equity creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.